Welcome to day 9 of 21 days into darkness. Let's see if I can do a little flash. It's kind of an illusion this morning because it's kind of dark. Anyways, clouds are coming in, but I like showing how since December 1st, 9 days in, it's a little darker, a little darker, a little darker. We have one or two that are on the East Coast. We have one or two that are on the West Coast. And I think we have somebody in the middle Central Time Zone too, but they're watching the replay. So today we're going to talk a lot about habits and styles and how we get into our own subconscious programming. As I was just saying before we hopped on, the moon is sitting in Pisces along with Rahu. Rahu and Ketu are the head and the tail of the dragon, and they take a year and a half to move through each sign. So by next spring, Rahu is going to move again, but right now they're still sitting in Pisces and Virgo. And with the moon going into Pisces, they're both in the same nakshatra of Uttra Bhadrapada. And when we look at Uttra Bhadrapada, there are 3 different aspects of how the nakshatras show up. We have Purva Bhadrapada, Uttra Bhadrapada, and then Revati. And that's the last nakshatra of the zodiac, and then it goes back to Ashwini, which is in Aries. But when we're in Uttra Bhadrapada, it's nicknamed the warrior star. The moon in Uttra Bhadrapada wants more than just the ordinary. Embrace change to find the prosperity and bliss that you crave. So when we have the opportunity to embrace change, I have done a couple different fun habits recently, and I'm always shocked at how all of a sudden one day I stopped doing it. Here's an example. I was working with a business coach, and they talked about writing down the amount of money that you want to make by a certain time and allow yourself every single day to just write out that sentence for 1 year. Well, I did it fine for, I don't know, 14, 15 days. And all of a sudden, one morning I stopped doing it. I don't know why. And then the next morning I stopped doing it. And then the third morning I was like, what am I doing? I forgot. So I went back and I was writing it down. Then 25 times you write down the statement. And it could be, I'm in loving relationships. I make $500,000 a year. I get up and go to the gym 4 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever it is. You write it down 25 times, multiple days in a row, and it's shocking at how many times we'll just stop doing that, sort of like picking up and doing a meditation. You're in the rhythm, you're in the habit, and then one day something gets you off that habit, but because it wasn't really ingrained into a habit, we lose track of it. And then often we can beat ourselves up or kind of do the, wow, why am I doing this? This is the element of the Uttarabhadra of wanting to have more than just the ordinary, really embracing the change. And so one of the pieces that we're going to talk about is uncovering the subconscious programming. Today, we're going to do part 1. Tomorrow we'll do part 2. And these are small little chapters out of my 6-month program that I do with people. What I want you to draw into is just close your eyes for a second. And if you were to think of uncovering your subconscious programming, reflect on your childhood. What messages or behaviors did you observe from your parents, caregivers, teachers during the first 7 years of your life? Maybe you had a nanny. What were the first messages and behaviors that you observed in that first 7 years of your life? And then I'm going to invite you, not right now, but I'm going to invite you to make a list on this. So sometimes we'll have a journal prompt. What my invitation to you today is to actually come back and write about these things and see what's piloting these thoughts. Number 2, how do you see those early childhood patterns showing up in your current life, especially in your relationships, your behaviors, and what would be specific examples? Whether it's how you look at finances, how you look at your rhythm and timing, how you look at food choices, how you look at the holidays. How do you see those early childhood patterns showing up in your current life, especially in your relationships and behaviors? And then give specific examples. Number 3, what limiting beliefs or disempowering thoughts do you find yourself frequently having? Where do you think they came from? So what limiting beliefs, what disempowering thoughts? Oh, you're never going to make that much money. Oh, you're never going to have a healthy relationship. Oh, you're always going to struggle in connection with friends or with your kids. Just notice the limiting belief. How does that disempower you? Do you notice a trigger as to where it might have shown up? And then the last one is rate how much control you feel that you have over your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors on a scale of 1 to 10. And then explain that rating. So when you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel a panic attack, or you wake up in the morning and you feel nervous about what's going on, or you wake up and you feel like you are not going to be successful. So we're talking about the limiting, the disempowering thoughts, things that take us away from the overall quality that we want. And when you can say, oh, I have a 10 control on this, and oh my gosh, I feel like I only have a 2 control on this other thing. And then have that little note to yourself where you can journal about what that is. When we have the moon and Rahu together, the moon is our feeling. Rahu is that bag over the head that takes away and limits maybe how we see things. How can you use that energy today to really go beyond the ordinary, to really embrace change and prosperity and bliss? Knowing that we're doing 21 days in a row, what are you noticing? Do you notice rackets and nerds coming up, meaning distractions? Do you notice a rhythm coming up and you find more connection? So we're really uncovering the subconscious programming today. And the invitation is then to watch, just to be aware of what is happening. Who's piloting the show? How much control do you want to give them? Go ahead and close the eyes. There's a lot of information. Shake it off. Move your head, move your arms, shrug your shoulders. All about the subconscious. We're going to begin with breath of fire. So forceful breath out through the nose, the lips stay closed, the spine is tall, you're feeling the navel activate, and you're glowing that energy at the third eye. Skull cleansing breath. Keep the lips closed. Here we go. Remember, if you have a stuffy nose, go lightly, go slowly, and you'll start to clear that mucus energy. Use the navel, snap that breath out through the nose, feel the navel drawing in toward the spine. Pick up the pace or slow it down. Notice how the body is feeling. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath up at the third eye. Squeeze the root lock. So you're going to draw in the muscles down by the perineum. The sexual organs draw up and in. That's the root area. Like you're doing a Kegel. Squeeze that energy. And drawing it up through the spine. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Shringara. Left hand comes to the heart. Right hand is holding like a feather, like a quill, the pen where you would dip it into the ink. So think of holding a feather, 3 fingers are extended, and then in front of you, trace the infinity sign, or like the number 8, on its side. Left hand on the heart, and have the eyes wide open, watching your hand. And as you're doing that, I want you to start to picture the creative life that you wish to manifest. Whether it's making a shift at work, whether it's making a new connection in a relationship, whether it's detoxing from an old story. Trace it very gently, very gently. Watch the index finger and the thumb. Watch the 3 fingers that are extended. The hand stays on the heart. So you're serving from the heart. Your energy is coming from the heart, softness in your eyes. If your right arm starts to feel fatigued, move beyond it. Don't relax the arm down. Don't give it a break, unless you have some major shoulder injury of some sort. But try to go beyond what's challenging. There's a discipline involved in going after what it is that you desire. We need to move beyond what's uncomfortable to get to the other side. So hold this vision. What do you wish to create in your day today? What do you wish to create in your week? How would you deem your day or your week successful? What measurable action would you connect with? Would it be making home-cooked meals? Would it be having connective conversations with 1 or 2 people? Shringara, to manifest the internal reality that you desire. Breathing. We're about halfway there. Stay with the practice. A wide figure 8 pattern. Stay connected to your thought. What are you creating? Have curiosity in your eyes. A small glow in your cheeks. Feel the vibration of what you want to create in your body. Keep the breath even, simple. Feel that imaginary pen, a beautiful feather. Stay connected to your thoughts. What are you creating? What does it feel like in your body? What does it feel like in your imagination? Feel your left hand on your heart. And then release the pen, the feather, let it float up into the air. Put the right hand over the left heart, the left hand over the heart. Connect with the subconscious brain. We're going to loop right into brain bija. We're going to use 3 different mantras. I'm, spelled A-I-M, Shrim, spelled S-H-R-I-M, and Klim, spelled K-L-I-M. I'm is the transcendental wisdom, intuition. It comes from the energy of Saraswati, creative power. Lakshmi is the brain bija sound of Shrim, feminine action, peace. Klim is the energy of Kali, formless, abstract, creative, compassion. So with the eyes closed, picture in the prefrontal cortex the bija sound, I'm. And then move over to the left side, Shrim. And then move over to the right side, Klim. So you're picturing the mantra in front of the third eye, I'm. And then you're moving the energy to the left side, Shrim. And then you're moving the energy over to the right side, Klim. We're fine-tuning the brain. We're redirecting conscious thought. Prefrontal cortex, I'm. Left side, Shrim. Right side, Klim. Again, prefrontal cortex, I'm. Left side, Shrim. Right side, Klim. Continue. Prefrontal cortex, I'm. Left side, Shrim. Right side, Klim. Prefrontal cortex, I'm. Connect with that transcendental wisdom, intuition. Left side, Shrim. Consider your feminine action, the peace that's within you. Right side, Klim. Abstract, formless, creative, and compassionate. Last round that I'll guide you through, and then we'll go into silence. I'm. Prefrontal cortex. Shrim. Left side. Klim. Right side. Pick the pace that feels most soothing to you. Stay in silence. Feel the mantra through your lips gently. I'm. Notice the sensations in your body. This can help in a practice daily with reducing confusion, symptoms of ADD. So when the moon and Rahu are together, this can be a fabulous practice to slow down the pattern of thoughts and really see what's underneath this. Keep the internal focus rotating from the prefrontal cortex to the left side, to the right side. After you finish Klim, release the mantra. Stay in the space, eyes are closed. We're going to reverse this. So back to I'm in the center, Klim on the right side, Shrim on the left side. I'm prefrontal cortex, Klim over to the right, Shrim over to the left. It's not uncommon to feel a sense of nausea or a discomfort in the body. We're working through brainwave patterns. We're intending a clarity that sometimes the mind, especially with Rahu and the moon together, can create a cloudiness. I'm at the prefrontal cortex, Klim over on the right side, Shrim on the left side. These bija sounds are interpretations of vibration. There's no real definition, just stay with the vibration. I'm Klim, Shrim. Release the mantra. Relax the internal gaze. Allow yourself to take a deep breath in and a soft exhale out. Come back to that inner gaze. Uncovering your subconscious programming. Understand the messages and the behaviors that you observe in the first 7 years become a pattern that you play out. And as you understand that pattern, you may shift that pattern. Notice how these patterns will show up in your current life. Notice any limiting beliefs or disempowering thoughts that come through you. Recognize the amount of control that you feel you have over your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. The purpose of this 21-day series is to check in with yourself, to come into that internal darkness. Notice what we avoid. Notice what we get distracted by. And then find a soft smile through your eyes and your cheeks, knowing with awareness, we can shift any pattern we desire. Any pattern you desire. Scan the body, the mind, the spine, the throat, one more time. And then flutter the eyes open, looking down at your own hands and feet first. Coming back into the space. Thank you for being here. I have been diffusing black spruce, one of my favorite holiday oils, because there's that pine coniferous sensation, and it really does help calm the mind. We're going to come back to doing foot rubs again in another couple days. So have some oils nearby, whether it's a carrier oil like jojoba or olive oil even, almond oil, apricot oil, but also connect with some of your favorite holiday aromas. Black spruce, balsam fir, cinnamon, wintergreen, myrrh, frankincense. All of these are fabulous aromas that when we give ourselves a foot rub and then we do the breathing exercises, it really can invigorate what's possible in your consciousness. There's a reason that they are used in the holidays for health, wellness, emotional connection. It's a fantastic combination together. And then tomorrow we will do part 2 as it relates to our subconscious programming. Does anybody have any questions before I stop the recording? All right. Thank you all. Peace, love, and a whole lot of inner sparkle. See you tomorrow.